Hello, everyone, and welcome back, Arsenal Fan TV America. Welcome back to all the soccer fans, football fans, Gunners fans, all kinds of fans that love this beautiful sport. Welcome back. Yes, we just played Liverpool, and unfortunately, we drew. I know it was very important for us to win this game, but, with Saliba out, Saka being in doubt, of course, he came back today. We saw just substituted towards the end of the second half. But with William Saliba and situation with the red card, Julian Timber wasn't 100%. We had lots of injury. Calafiori out. So you have to understand that going into this game, it was pretty difficult. Yes, we'll talk about lineups. We'll also talk about what happened in the Mancity game and where we at on the table after this weekend. So we'll go through all that. But before we go forward, don't forget, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and like and share the episode if you love it. We're going to go straight to the game because, wow, what a game that was. A breathtaking game, and it's early in the season. I know it's early, but again, that was such a crucial game for us. Why? Because as we all know, we started with Liverpool ahead of everybody, and we needed to keep up with them, basically. So the only way we would have done that is by winning. If we won, we would have been in a better position, and we'll discuss the positioning also a moment early here. But let's just go straight to see who started today's, once again, very difficult. I think the most difficult game we've played this season. Yes, more difficult than City, because we've had it, but unfortunately we couldn't go through with a win, right? So we started with David Raya, goalkeeper, solid. It's been solid. Again, we needed his footwork to be 100% today, especially his footwork, because Liverpool sometimes press high, and when you get out of the back like Arsenal does, you got to be precise as a goalkeeper. But he did well. Now in front of him, right back, Thomas Partey. He was the only one available to be a right back. Why? Because Ben White was moved to a center back position to take William Saliba's position, right? And next to him was Gabriel. Unfortunately, Gabriel played first half, second half till the 50-some-odd minute. He got injured, knee injury. We saw him sitting outside the remainder of the game with some ice on his knee. So hopefully he's not that bad, and hopefully he can come back the next game. Now, replaced him, of course, Jacob Kivor. And, of course, confidence-wise, Jacob wasn't, all there. But, from last game, of course, giving away a goal. But he came in, I thought he was solid, and I thought he did a good job. He did the job that was required from him. So back to the starting lineup. Next to Gabriel now, left back, welcome back, Julian Timber. Yes, he will start ahead of anybody. He's just that good of a defender. Of course, you have a problem on that side. That's always a problem, Mo Salah, and he was able to stop him till he went out, right? Unfortunately, yes, Mo Salah scored the last goal of the game, 81 minutes, but that's after Julian Timber had left already the field. And hopefully, Julian Timber left because it just, coming back from injury, overworking, and nothing, aggravated that injury. I mean, again, it was a tough game. So you see now a brand new back four. Thomas Partey, and at some point, even Gabriel was out, right? So Thomas Partey, Ben White, Gabriel, and Julian Timber, that's who started. Ahead of them, Mikel Merino sat with Declan Rice, and Leandro Trossard was right ahead of them on that triangle in the middle. So three midfielders. And then to your right, Bukayo Saka finally was back. I knew it. That was Mikel Arteta. Didn't want to tell anybody that he was coming back, but I knew the captain would play even if he was hurt, and we saw him, and he was lethal. Left side, Martinelli finally started over Raheem Sterling, and through the middle was Kai Havertz. You know what? The best players we had is the best players I think he started. And Mikel Merino now back to his position. You could see how good he is. So overall, the first half, Arsenal were strong. Arsenal were much stronger than Liverpool in the first half. I mean, if you look at the game, the whole game, possession-wise, they had 55% of the football possession, and Arsenal had 45%. So they had more, but that's towards the end of the game, or maybe more the second half. But first half, we had the football for a long time. beginning of the first half, I mean, pressure, 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 Arsenal. We've had it 5-6 minutes without them touching it, right? And then towards the end of the first half, we've had that ball 15 minutes or so without them, barely they're touching it, right? But the story was different in the second half. So first half, we're solid. Like I said, first 10 minutes where it's all us. And all of a sudden, Ben White sees Bukayo Saka. After we just keep the ball back, you keep working till you get, the team defending to make a mistake or to come up higher so you can play a ball on top of the defense. And that's what happened. Liverpool came up high and Bukayo Saka stayed perfectly. I mean, I think Kylian Mbappe, after we saw what we saw yesterday, Barcelona, Real Madrid, you should learn from Saka how to stay on side. He did stay on side, stopped that ball, took Robertson, and he's not a nobody defender. He's captain for his country when he played international. Robertson, he's been in Liverpool for a while, one of the, very, very good, one of the best left backs. But Bukayo Saka, wow, he embarrassed him. He took him all the way to the 6 yards, to the right side of the 6 yard, and then pulled the ball back between his legs and then smacked that left foot top of the net. Wow, top of the goal. Wow, on top of the goalkeeper. Wow, wow, wow. What a goal. What a goal by Bukayo Saka. And at that point, I saw a certain strength in Arsenal. And after the goal, they maintained solidarity. They were very cohesive, playing together. But I also thought that we invited Liverpool more. I think we would have, if we played like Barcelona played against Real Madrid, basically, and we held them in their half and played a high line, I think if we put more pressure on them and managed that, I think that would have, paid off for us. But it didn't happen. Again, Arsenal played a good game. We were unlucky. 9th minute, Bukayo Saka, he scores his first goal, and what an assist by Benny White. Fast forward, after Bukayo Saka's goal, he scores. And now we're 1-0 to the Arsenal. But unfortunately, Van Dijk, 18th minute, about 9 minutes after that, corner kick, staking by Diaz, put in the box, 2 touches from the Liverpool players. And here's Van Dijk that turns it into the goal. I didn't think, we shouldn't have. That specific goal, or the second goal even, we shouldn't have been scored on. I mean, it wasn't, it is what it is. It was one of these corners that nobody could control, and it just went in. So now we're 1-1. Fast forward, Mikel Merino now takes that second Declan Rice, or a similar Declan Rice free kick. But the first time Mikel Merino missed, he just hit him and went out. But the second time he was able to score. So now 2-1 Arsenal, and we're talking 43 minutes. Second half is coming about. So the first half, we should see it out, and we did. And I thought Arsenal was going to come the second half and be more aggressive. Unfortunately, I want to say we used the same tactics we used against Mancity, but when we played City at their own home, we can do that and frustrate them, and it's their fans. But I thought in front of our own fans that we would be more aggressive. We weren't. And here's Mo Salah, 81st minute. Unfortunately, I want to say a defensive mistake. And yes, if Gabriel and or Saliba were there, that goal wouldn't have been conceded. But it is what it is. And now Mo Salah scored the second for Liverpool. It was a bit of like a stab in the heart. It is what it is. The game finished that way. Of course, we saw a couple of substitutes after that. Gabi Jesus came in again, did nothing. But he came in for Bukayo Saka, or the captain armband. Again, did nothing. Just got a yellow card at the end. And Nwaneri came in for Martinelli. I thought the kid did good. 85th minute, he came in. He started pulling strings. He looked always up to play that ball. But Arsenal were more... When we got the ball, 60th minute, where we go to a corner, we were more passive. I don't know why we didn't attack the goal or take these chances and go at them. But no, we took the ball and more wasted time with it. Weren't as effective as we should have been. But anyways, Nwaneri came in, tried to be as effective as he could, but it didn't work for him. And the game was concluded at 2-2. Yes. It is what it is. We're just going to have to go to the next game and see what happens. Here's how the table's shaping now. Manchester City, they played, they won, so 9 games. They're still unbeaten. They have 23 points. Liverpool is second after today's draw, 9 games, 22. Now Arsenal is third with 18 points. Aston Villa's fourth, also with the same amount of points. Arsenal just have 2 more goals when it comes to goal differentials ahead of Villa. Yes, I think it is a setback. I'm not sure where to go from here. You know, we're going to have our players back. We're going to be much stronger. I mean, our next Premier League game is, as you all know, Newcastle United away. And before that, before the Newcastle again away, we're going to also go midweek, Wednesday. That's a League Cup game. We're going to go see Preston North End. We're going to play them at their own home. And again, that is a League Cup game midweek. So hopefully, you know, you'll have time, of course, to rest some of the players because of the league game. I mean, sometimes, you know, most of the time, not sometimes, most of the time you start all your young players, youth players, or the players that are sitting on the bench mostly for Premier League and Champions League. So I would expect that Saka would be out, Jorian Timber and all these players that suspicion of injury, just to get a little bit. Even Ben White, I wouldn't think he would play. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I know that Mikel Arteta likes to mix experience old and young or experience and young. We'll see what happens. We'll see probably Jorginho starts. We'll see what happens. League game. And then, again, League Cup. That's Wednesday. And then after that, like I said, we go away to Newcastle United. That will be Saturday, November 2nd. It will be actually the first game of the day. And it will also be the first game, same day, for Lightning, our local indoor semi-pro club here, the only semi-pro club in the area. And Lightning will be playing away, their first season opener. Very exciting game. I know that for a fact. So look forward, look up on YouTube and watch the Lightning first game. Again, November 2nd, it will be away. So back to the Arsenal. And hey, listen, I know it's tough to swallow. I know because we were ahead 1-0. We drew. Goal was unnecessary. And then we were ahead 2-1. And then we drew again. Another goal for Liverpool that we caused, or mistakes we caused. So it is what it is. We move forward. Hopefully we go away to Newcastle and win. I don't know at this time what to think about us in the Premier League because, again, you know, the past 2 years, we've seen the same exact thing that now is happening this year. I know for a fact that Arsenal are much, much better this year, much, much stronger, and they showed that. But unfortunately, results like Bournemouth, you lose 2-0 to Bournemouth in the Premier League, regardless of referee or not. And now you come up in front of the leaders, and you unfortunately fumbles. So 2-2, the result today. Not good, not great, nothing that we want as Arsenal fans, as Gunner fans, but great game from a neutral standpoint. You should watch it. It's a great watch. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go League Cup and get another win, and let's just wash this bad draw that almost feels like a loss. Let's just wash that away by hopefully a win against Preston this upcoming Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like and share if you love the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you after the next game. Thank you very much, and have a great week. Bye now.